Hi guys, just wanted to talk you through how I set up my email sequencing through Mailchimp. I'm just going to share the screen with you here guys so that you can see my campaigns. Minimize this down. So the first campaign that we're going to build is called our email nurture auto sequence. Now we're going to create this campaign. So if we go to Mailchimp and we're in the campaigns tab, we're going to click on create. Yep. And then we're going to click on email. Don't worry about the other things. And we're actually going to do an automated email. So let's click on that. And then we're going to click on welcome new subscribers. It's really important you press this one, okay? And then we're going to click on onboarding series. A few clicks here, guys. We're going to name the campaign email nurture sequence. I'm just going to call this one test. And I'm going to select a list to send it to. So I can send it to whoever I like, but I'm going to send it to my downloadable visitors because it is my email nurture sequence. So this is going to go out initially to anyone that has requested our download or our opt-in, our lead magnet, and it's going to deliver the lead magnet to them and then send them on a bit of an onboarding series where they get to find out a bit more about you and your business and what you're about and a bunch of other things. So from here, I'm going to click begin. Just ignore the background noise. I've got kids and dogs and all kinds of things going on in the background here today. Sorry about that. Now you can see here, this is set up with a trigger of immediately after subscribers join your list. Can everyone see that? What I'm going to do is going to click to design my email. And we're going to call my email something relevant. Okay, so don't worry about doing this yourself. What you need to do is go to our Word document, which is the Word document called Email Nurture Auto Sequence. Funny that. And that Word doc will have days 1 to day 13, basically. So we're going to actually select day 1 and select the subject title. And that subject is download inside lead magnet name. And I'm just going to pop that here, and I'm also going to pop it as the email subject. Now, before we save anything, it's really important, guys, that you just put the subject in here. So I like to call mine day 1 and the subject like this, but the email subject is what your client's going to see. So what they're going to see is download inside and then your lead magnet name. So mine is my 30-day online business planner. Right, so 30-day online business planner, that's all set up. Everything else here is fine. So my from name and my email address. Yep, and then I'm going to click on next. And that is going to take me to the email template. So you can save your own templates. I prefer to use simple text only because it delivers a lot easier and quicker and better. So I just use a simple text one. We're going to go into this and when it comes up. So there's a header, there's some text, and there's a footer. Now this footer does need to go on the bottom of every single email you do. It will automatically do that, but you have to set it up first. So just make sure that is set up before you start this process. The header you can delete straight away, so just click on the trash can and then click delete. And here in our text body is where we're going to put our information. So click on the edit key, which looks like a little pen. And we're going to actually take this text out. So just select it all and delete it. And then we're going to go to our Word document and we're actually going to select all of the information in day 1, which is all about the lead magnet. And we're going to Command C or copy, basically, and go back to this and then just paste it in. Right? So it should look a little bit like this now, right? Can you guys see that? Sometimes it's a bit tricky to scroll to the top, so you just use your arrow keys if you're having difficulty. So it's going to say, hooray, or hey you, or awesome, like whatever. I'm telling them to get to work. First, I'm saying, please make sure they've made themselves a copy. And you just want to fill out anything that's in these little brackets here. You're actually going to fill out with the details. So mine's a 30-day online business launch planner. Yeah, we're going to put links in. To create a link, it's really easy. We just literally select what we want to create the link and then click on the link and then click wherever it is that link relates to, whichever web address. So super, super easy. So when we finish doing this email, we're going to click save and continue. Let's just pretend for now that mine's done. You can actually save it prior to completing the process. Yep. And then it's going to take us back to our email nurture sequence, basically the onboarding. And from here, we then go into the second trigger, which is 1 day after subscribers are sent the previous email. So we're going to actually edit this email and click on design. We're going to go to the Word document again, and we're going to select day 2, or the second one, or whatever we want to call it. So it's day 2, it's actually officially day 1. So we're just going to select that, and we're going to pop that in here. Yeah, and then we're going to pop that in the email subject. And don't forget, in the email subject, we then take out day 2 subject, and we put in how to, and this is going to be the number 1 thing your client wants to do or achieve through doing your course. So for mine, it would be how to create and launch your online business as fast as possible, for example, right? We make sure that we've got our from name and our email address, and I'm going to click next. Once again, you can go select a template. We're just going to select simple text. I'm going to click on that one, and we're going to do the same again. I hope that makes sense, guys. From here, as I said, delete the header, click on delete. Make sure that you edit the text, grab that, take it out, go over to your Word doc, select day 2 info, yeah, and copy it, and then come back and paste it. Yeah, and then we can add and change all the detail on here. Yeah, and then we click save and continue. Yeah, sometimes we have this issue. So sometimes if I don't make some changes, so I'm just going to make a couple of changes here. Right, and so now we're going to click save and continue. And I'm going to click save and return to workflow if the save and continue doesn't work. Been having this bug today, but yeah, it's not a regular thing. It's just happening tonight. And you can see here on day 2, it's got my subject, how to, blah, 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 and all the information. Now, we're going to go through, but you'll notice on this, after I've got 5 emails here, I've run out of emails. So we don't want that to happen. So what we do is we just literally click on add email. And you'll see with every added email, it's just going to add an additional day after the last one. Yep, so we're going to keep clicking to add, clicking to add, clicking to add until we've got our 13 emails. I really hope that that makes sense, guys. The best way to do it really is just add all of the emails, change the subjects on all of them, and then you can save the email. You can actually go in and edit each of your emails after you've done the actual process flow, if that makes sense. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a line or send me an email. I'm happy to extrapolate in further detail. Thanks, guys.